third grade, it's Miss Frennis, and today we're going to be talking about realistic fiction. And on the website, you're going to see this paper right here, and it says it could really happen because we're talking about realistic fiction. And what is realistic fiction? Well, realistic fiction is a story that could happen, even if the events are extraordinary or even improbable. It is a story set in current times, not historical times. It is a story with a setting that is believable and vivid because it is described well. It is a story with well-developed characters that are described through words, actions, and thoughts. It has an action or plot development that really holds the reader's interest. It is a story with characters and conflicts that are well developed. It offers the reader the opportunity to look at his or her own feelings and actions, as well as others' feelings and actions. It demonstrates that people are in charge of their own lives and can bring about change through their own actions. And finally, it demonstrates that all people share common experiences. And today's book is one of those books. How many of you have ever had a bad day? I know I've had bad days, and some days I feel like moving to Australia, and that's what our book is about today, Bad Days. It is Alexander and the Terrible, Horrible, No Good, Very Bad Day by Judith Forst, illustrated by Ray Cruz. And this is a realistic fiction book because, well, we've all been there. I think we've all had bad days, and you think, why did I even get up today? I should have just stayed in bed. So we are going to be talking about realistic fiction, and take notes in your head because you're going to be coming up with a realistic fiction story too. I went to sleep with gum in my mouth, and now there's gum in my hair. And when I got out of bed this morning, I tripped on the skateboard, and by mistake, I dropped my sweater in the sink while the water was running, and I could tell it was going to be a terrible, horrible, no good, very bad day. At breakfast, Anthony found a Corvette Stingray car kit in his breakfast cereal box, and Nick found a Junior Undercover Agent Coon rig in his breakfast cereal box, but in my breakfast cereal box, all I got was breakfast cereal. I think I'll move to Australia. In the carpool, Mrs. Gibson let Becky have the seat by the window. Audrey and Elliot got seats by the window too. I said I was being scrunched. I said I was being smushed. I said, if I don't get to sit by the window, I'm going to be carsick. No one even answered. I could tell it was going to be a terrible, horrible, no good, very bad day. School, Mrs. Dickens liked Paul's pictures of the sailboat better than my picture of the invisible castle. At singing time, she said I sang too loud. At counting time, she said I left out 16. Who needs 16? I could tell it was going to be a terrible, horrible, no good, very bad day. I could tell because Paul said that I wasn't his best friend anymore. He said that Philip Parker was his best friend, and that Albert Mayo was his next best friend, and that I was only his third best friend. I hope you sit on it, tack, I said to Paul. I hope the next time you get a double-decker strawberry ice cream cone, the ice cream part falls off the cone part and lands in Australia. There were 2 cupcakes in Philip Parker's lunch bag. And Albert got a Hershey bar with almonds, and Paul's mother gave him a piece of Jelly Roll that had those coconut sprinkles on top. Guess whose mother forgot to put in dessert? It was a terrible, horrible, no good, very bad day. That's what it was. Because after school, my mom took us all to the dentist, and Dr. Fields found a cavity in just me. Come back next week and I'll fix it, said Dr. Fields. Next week, I said, I'm going to Australia. On the way downstairs, the elevator door closed on my foot, and while we were waiting for my mom to get the car, Anthony made me fall where it was muddy, and then when I started crying because of the mud, Nick said I was a crybaby, and while I was punching Nick for saying crybaby, my mom came back with the car and scolded me for being muddy and fighting. I am having a terrible, horrible, no good, very bad day. I told everybody. No one even answered. So then we went to the shoe store to buy some sneakers, and Anthony chose white ones with blue stripes, and Nick chose red ones with white stripes, and I chose blue ones with red stripes. But the shoeman said, we're sold out. They made me buy plain old white ones, but they can't make me wear them. When we picked up my dad at his office, he said I couldn't play with this copy machine. But I forgot. He also said to watch out for the books on his desk, and I was as careful as could be except for my elbow. He also said don't fool around with his phone. But I think I called Australia. My dad said please don't pick him up anymore. It was a terrible, horrible, no good, very bad day. There were lima beans for dinner, and I hate lima beans. There was kissing on TV, and I hate kissing. My bath was too hot, I got soap in my eye, my marble went down the drain, and I had to wear my railroad train pajamas. I hate my railroad train pajamas. When I went to bed, Nick took back the pillow he said I could keep, and the Mickey Mouse nightlight burned out, and I bit my tongue. Can't watch to sleep with Anthony, not with me. It's been a terrible, horrible, no good, very bad day. My mom says some days are like that. Even in Australia. Boys and girls, this was our realistic fiction book because it seems so real. I think we've all had bad days and bad things have happened to us, and we think we're the only one that's ever happened to, but we know other people have had bad days too. So today, you're going to be writing, what a day. It says, we've already read Alexander the Terrible, Horrible, No Good, Very Bad Day, and you're going to fill out this graphic organizer, and you're going to start your own story. So you have a bad day here. How did your bad day start? What happened in the middle of your bad day? How did your bad day end? Who was there to share that bad day? What was the worst part of your bad day? But then you also have good days too. So how did your good day start? What happened in the middle of your good day? How did your good day end? Who are the people that shared your good day? And what was the best part of that good day? So you're going to fill out your bad day, you're going to fill out your good day. You can write a little story about each, and hopefully you can share them with somebody. Boys and girls, have a great week, and I'll see you next week. Bye.